Mozart's Last Concert. The founder of the Mozzart group, former Marine Corps Colonel Andy Milburn, has announced that the Mozzart group, a private enterprise that claims that its business is training Ukrainian soldiers to kill Russians and to also carry out humanitarian rescues of Ukrainian civilians trapped on the front lines and to undertake the evacuation of casualties from the front lines to rare areas where they could be treated, has announced the dissolution of the Mozzart group. You know, the Mozzart group was created in early 2022 in the aftermath of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, ostensibly as a counter to the Wagner group. I mean, look at it. Mozzart, Wagner. But it wasn't really a wise choice of titles. You see, Wagner is a real combat unit. Its membership is between 30 and 50,000, and they are extraordinarily well-trained and have a reputation for carrying out close-quarter combat in an urban environment, some of the most demanding combat one could imagine. Mozzart, by Colonel Milburn's own admissions, was not a combat unit. It wasn't intended to be in combat. So why he would liken it to a real combat unit is beyond me. Even Colonel Milburn admits that was a mistake. Now, what caused Mozzart's dissolution? Well, first of all, it was an organization that, despite the attractive name, didn't have any real support. It wasn't sponsored by the U.S. government. It wasn't sponsored by the Ukrainian government. It was a freelance operation run by people like Colonel Milburn, who had experience in American special operations, but there is no role for them in Ukraine. The fact is, Ukraine doesn't want them. Two, as Colonel Milburn says, the Ukrainian government kind of sucks. Their soldiers murder people. They aren't the kind of people you want to hang around with. But when you're Colonel Milburn and you say this in public and it gets back to the Ukrainian government, the chances of the Mozzart group continuing to be welcome in Ukraine were slim to none.
Da, Mozzart, privatna američka vojna kompanija, inače je njihov jedan direktor rekao da su tu da ne bi samo odbranili i pomogli Ukrajincima, već i da ih nauče da ubijaju neprijatelja, odnosno Ruse.
Ja ne mogu, a da ne pomenem još jedan detalj koji ovih dana se pojavio u svetskoj štampi, a to je da Rusi prave posebne ugovore sa državom Sudan, koja se nalazi na istoku Afrike. Što mislite zašto? Pa upravo zašto sam malo pre rekao, ovo uopšte nije samo ukrajinsko ratište ceo, da kažem, front. Front je mnogo širi. Dakle, sa perspektivom da se proširi, eto, čak i na Afriku i ko zna šta sve još nešto. Ne zaboravite da je Wagner upravo prisutan u Africi, on se prvo potvrdio tamo. U Libiji imate i kalifu Kaftara, koji je jedan ozbiljan vojni činilac i koji može sutra da bude, da kažem, aktiviran u ratnoj zoni. Tako da Amerikanci to vagaju.